Hi, today we're going to be making pumpkin chocolate chip muffins to kind of go along with the autumn kind of theme that we have going. So you can either make your own pumpkin mix and add some nutmeg and cinnamon and all of that if you want to take out the actual pumpkin, if you want to stay local by getting something at your farmer's market, or you can just get canned pumpkin like this. And that will store for a little while. So we're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients in one bowl and our wet in the other, and then you're slowly going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. First thing though, you should preheat your oven to 400 degrees and put cupcake or muffin liners in your muffin tin. You can also make this as a bread loaf, or you can make cookies if you put them on a cookie sheet. On a cookie sheet you could also make like puffy cookies that are pumpkin themed as well. Okay, so we're going to start out, we're going to take 2 cups of flour. You can also use whole wheat flour. That's going to make it even healthier and it'll be just as tasty. Alright, you're going to take 1 cup sugar. You're going to take about a teaspoon of cinnamon, tablespoon of baking powder, of baking soda, and a tablespoon of baking powder. So 1 of each. Alright, now you're going to mix that up. Once you have that all mixed up, you're going to add a pinch of salt. You can also add things like nutmeg or other spices, depending on what you like. Okay, now you can put this aside and you're going to mix your wet ingredients. So you're going to take a 1/3 cup oil. You're going to take a 1/4 cup water. And you can either choose to use, we have some Greek yogurt, you can use some mushed up bananas, you can even use some grated or finely chopped vegetables. If you're trying to sneak those in for your kids, they won't even taste them. All of these things kind of replace the eggs in this kind of recipe, so you can also use eggs or egg whites if you'd like, but all of these things are more healthy options that you can use. So you can even stick some of those veggies in there so your kids get some extra veggies, or you get some extra veggies, and it'll taste just as sweet and delicious. And then you're also going to add your pumpkin. So I'm going to add about a cup of yogurt, 1/2 cup of yogurt. And I'm going to add, so 1/2 cup of yogurt, and then I'm going to add a cup of pumpkin. You may need, oh, okay. I was gonna say make it a knife or a spoon to help you get it out, but we're gonna mix everything together. So this is a great snack to have as like an after school snack kind of dessert, or if you're having like a Halloween party. Pumpkin is in season, so it's always good. Now you're going to slowly add the flour, so just a little bit at a time. Also, if pumpkin isn't in season, so if it's maybe the summertime or something like that, you can also, instead of using pumpkin, you can use mushed bananas or something like that, or you can even just grate a bunch of zucchini and make zucchini muffins. Those are really good, especially if you just want to add a couple chocolate chips or something. It smells really good. And if for some reason it looks like your batter is looking a little bit dry, you can always add just a little bit more water or a little bit more oil to kind of smooth it up and make it a little easier to stir. But I'm gonna add just a little bit more oil. And the great thing about this is there's no eggs in there, so you can even just taste a little bit. Seems like it tastes really good. If you need to put some more cinnamon or something like that, you can, but this seems really good right now. So now you're just going to add your chocolate chips. You're going to add about a cup. If you want to make these vegan, you can actually also just use chopped up dark chocolate bars, but we're going to use chocolate chips. So now you're just going to go over to your oven and stick these in your little papers. Now you're just going to scoop about a spoonful of batter into each paper. They will puff up a little bit, so maybe fill them 3/4 full. That one's a little full. This recipe should make about a dozen, a little bit more. If you want to make smaller ones, you can always just put them on a cookie tray, like I said, and it'll make puffy, kind of pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So you're going to stick those in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes until they're a little bit puffier and a little bit brown. So as I mentioned earlier, they should puff up a little bit and be a little bit brown on top. You might want to just take a look on one of them that you can eat and test out and just make sure they're done in the middle. Those look like they're done. So you would want to let them set for about 10 minutes and then you can enjoy.